Hi guys, a very warm welcome to the first episode of Prabhavi for Youth by Youth. Myself Pragati, and today we have with us Yashasvi Paliwal, who is an amazing baker, who is here to share her story, how she started baking, and let's just begin the show. So, hi Yashasvi, how are you?
Hi Pragati, I'm fine. Thank you for having me here.
Yeah, like it's a pleasure. So, like few weeks back, I was going through my Instagram account and then I came across an amazing page on Instagram which had lovely cakes. So I thought like it might be some professional baking them. But then when I went through and like scrolled the accounts, I came to know that this account belongs to one of my friends and both of us have studied together in the same school. So I thought like, wow, what a wonderful initiative she has started. And then now like it seems great that now I have started a new initiative with my friends and now inviting you here as a guest where you can share your story and help a lot of more youth out there who are passionate about baking and cooking and can take the next step and start their own entrepreneurship venture. So, why don't you introduce yourself and tell everyone about your venture, like what it is all about?
Okay, so hi guys, I'm Yashasvi Palewal. Currently, I'm a college student and also I'm a commerce student. So, being a commerce student, I'm doing a side business, a really small business that is my cakes, my bakery. I've started it around like 7 months now. So, I think I'm happy with it. I'm baking every kind of stuff, and also it's like uh when like it's a hobby turns into profession, so it's like really good. So I think I'm happy with it right now.
Great, Yashasvi. So, by the way, what's the name of your venture? I guess you missed telling that to our audience.
Yeah. Okay, so the name is Fresh Eats, as I provide everything fresh, proper hygienic, or everything. So the name is Fresh Eats.
Okay. So, like,
You can
what's the
just go
story
and check it on
behind?
Instagram.
Definitely. So, we are going to share the link of your platform, your page in the comment section, in the description, so that our audience can go there and check out your page and order some
Sure.
amazing cakes from you. Great. So, Yashasvi, like, what's the story behind this name? What inspired you to start this startup? And like, how did you came across that Fresh Eats is the only name that I want to name for my venture?
Okay, so like I came across the idea like it was like I used to bake a lot, especially in lockdown.
Okay.
Otherwise, I was not in at all into baking. Okay, the thought was that I might open a cafe or I might open a restaurant, like anything, but not at all baking. I used to do baking, but it was not like that I want to choose it a profession or any kind, nothing. I've baked and baked and baked, but nothing was like, no, this is not done. It's missing something, it's missing something. And then I've baked a cake for my father, and that was the only cake which turned out really well among all the cake I've baked in past. Then after that cake, many people came to me and they were like, you should do a business. You are good at this. You can just start with it. So like especially my brother,
Okay.
he inspired me a lot. Then he forced me to do, no, you have to do it, you have to do it, no matter what the people will say, no matter what problems will be there, you just have to start it. So like my brother was like so supportive. He was like, no, you have to do it. Then my uncle, my mom, my dad, everybody came into, and then they were like, okay, you just go, like you just go with your guts, you can do it. And if it's not done, then okay, you are a commerce student, you can do something else then. Just give it a try. So
Yeah, I
like
guess
it's
that.
like in,
So that
yeah, yeah, same.
motivation to start and take that first step is very important, because most
I
of us
know.
have so many ideas, but like we just think about it. We don't take the next step to start to work towards it. So I guess
I
that's a
know.
major challenge for most of us. Right?
Like
So
at first, many were like coming and saying that, why are you doing this? This is not will happen. And like it takes an investment, right? It
right,
takes an investment. If you're doing something, if you're planning to do a business, it takes a capital investment in it. But how will you do that? And I was like, no, I have my savings, I have my pocket money savings, I will manage everything. Like initially, I started with just one tin. Okay, just one cake tin. And then I was like, okay, then after 2 to 3 orders, like in like first 2 orders, I was like, I had no idea how to measure things. I had no idea how to weigh. I did not have any weighing machine. I just gave the order and it was like more than that it weighed. Okay, it was like a half kg cake, and I have sent a 1 kg cake. I had
oh,
nothing in that. Then then everyone was like, no, we have to think something more because it will be just a loss.
yeah. So like I'll ask you a couple of questions and then like you can continue. So Yashasvi, as you mentioned that the first cake that you baked was for your father, right? So at what age did you
Yes.
actually start cooking and baking? Like definitely if you're bake the cake for your father, so that might not be your first trial, right? You might have learned this art of
Yes.
cooking and everything long back, and then might have practiced it for some time, and now you were able to bake it for your father, right? So like tell us about that journey. When did you actually start and how did it all began? At what age?
Okay, so I was in school, I guess in 10th or 11th, I started baking. Okay,
Okay.
not cooking. Cooking, it was like I was in 6th, 7th, 8th. I was cooking things. I was cooking
Okay.
pasta. I was cooking lasagna, everything. Not baking. Not baking. So
Hmm.
I was like, I guess in 10th, as I've baked my first ever cake.
Okay.
And it was like pretty decent cake, but it was not like, okay, the first cake everybody makes is that the biscuit cake. So
Yeah.
I baked that biscuit cake, that Oreo one.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Even
that
my
was the
brother
basic,
bakes that one.
that is the basic cake everyone knows.
Yes.
So I used to make that a lot, a lot. Then I started with all the ingredients prepared and all. And eventually, like last year's lockdown, so that my father's cake was like, everybody was like, oh my god, this is the best you have ever baked and all. So
Okay.
then everybody was like,
Hmm.
okay.
So you might have baked like 10 to 15 cakes before you bake for your father when it came so beautifully, right?
More than that.
More than that. Oh, great. Okay. So, like as you mentioned, like your family and everyone supported you from the beginning itself to start this
Yes.
venture. So, like, what all challenges did you face, like, in order to reach to the stage where you are today? Like, I guess it's more than a year now that you're doing this business of baking and all, right? Around 1 year or so. So, like, what all challenges have you faced so far, or
Not
thought?
around 1 year.
Yeah, please continue.
It's like it's been 7 to 8 months only.
Okay, great. So, in this 7 to 8 months journey, like, what all challenges have you faced? Like, you thought at there might be some points when you might have thought that now, like, it's not going well. Shall I shut this down, or should I continue? So, like, what was the thought process? What were the
That was
challenges?
my I was not getting much orders, and I was like, why are not people giving it to me? And then I was like, I was not getting it all. Like it was in June, like I have biggest number of orders, okay? And
This
then in
June?
July, yes, this June. And then in July, it was like shut. No orders at all. And I was so depressed. I was like, what's happening? Then like in June, it just boomed. And now it's like in July, it was like, oh my God, what do I do? I was so confused. I was like, should I shut it down? No one is giving. Now this is not worth it and all. Then everyone was like, okay, be patient. It's just the beginning. It takes time. It takes 4 to 5 years. It takes that time. Then I was like, okay, fine, I'll wait.
That's great to hear. But yeah, at times, like most of us, when we get a boom, when we just start, and in the next month, when we don't get any orders, at time we feel very depressed. And now what's going to happen? Why am I not getting this, that? And a lot of
I know, that's so true.
yeah. So like in this particular time when like you were not getting any orders and so like were you investing your time in learning baking and other things as well, promoting your product, your cakes on social media, or like what were the other activities you worked on or you tried to spend your time so that that might help you to reach out to more people and like promote your product so that you get more orders?
Okay, so I got around 1 to 2 complaints about my cakes that it's like a bit this or that. So then I instantly changed my recipe. Then I tried and tried and tried. In July, I was not getting any orders.
Okay.
So I just changed my recipe and then I have converted into a new recipe. So I was practicing that this recipe is working or this recipe is working. So I've came up with a new recipe and went practice and practice, and then it's all done now.
Great. So, like you also mentioned about the capital investment that you did in this particular venture of yours. So, would you like to share like what sort of investment you have done so that other people who are passionate just like you and are in their college or have just completed their college and want to start their own baking or a cooking business? So, like what sort of investment they also need to make in order to just start?
Because if you are in a small business, it takes a small investment only. It doesn't take a big investment. Okay. And at initial level, it just costs you around 7 to 8 thousand. That's it.
So you might have invested into a lot of equipments, right? Baking equipments.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Baking
So
equipments like that electric beater or my cake tin or
right,
or just some things like that. Some decorating nozzles, some sprinkles,
right.
chocolates, the basic things.
Okay. So that's good to hear. And then like now how is it going? Like how are you working on the marketing side of your business? On what all platforms are you promoting it?
Okay, so right now I'm promoting it on Instagram and Facebook. That's it. None other than that. These two are the basic platforms and main platforms right now.
So you're promoting
So
them
yeah, these two
organically
is okay.
or like are you also doing paid ads on Facebook?
Okay, so I have done a paid advertisements, only just one, because I was not getting that much of an insight, or I was like, no one is following me right now. Less people are following me. So then I started one advertisement, and then a few people just followed me. And then I was like, what's the point in this? Like, I just have to sell cakes. I don't want my followers to see that cakes. I just want to sell them. So I should focus on that.
Yeah, so maybe like initially like we are more concerned about the sales, but then like if you see over a period of time, so it's very important to grow your community or grow your page, because ultimately those are your true customers or the loyal customers who will spread the word, will like tag you in their stories and stuff, and then you'll get more business out of it. Yeah.
Yes, actually, then it's there because like in today's scenario,
Yeah.
everyone is on Instagram, on Facebook. Everyone watches everything. Everyone sees that, oh, this is doing this, or she's doing that, or he's doing this. Everyone sees that. Then it's like, now it is an online platform now, but everyone is on online. Nothing is offline right now. Everything is online.
Right, right. So, like now, since you're almost graduating from your college this year, so like what are your plans for the future? How do you want to take this venture forward?
Okay, so the basic plan is like I want to grow. I want my community to grow, my Instagram community, my Facebook community. I just want that to grow. I want many followers. I want to influence people. I want people to know that what I'm doing. I want them to learn through my reels, or maybe I might take some online classes or whatever. Then I want them to teach like some sort of basic things. So I wish I might do that someday.
Okay, so like what is your source of learning? Since you are passionate about cooking, baking, so what is your inspiration? Whom do you look up to when it comes to baking and all these things? And from where have you got all these trainings in terms of baking?
Okay, so the basic platform was YouTube. Everybody watches over there. So the basic platform was YouTube. Now it's like Instagram, or for some ideas, it's like Pinterest. Basic platform was YouTube. Now it's like Instagram. On Instagram, there are many influencers like Aditi Shukla or Euphoric Cakes. So these are my inspirations.
Okay.
And also I've learned my fondant workings from Aditi Shukla because I've attended her online class. So these are the things that I might prefer, that I want to be like them one day. Like I also want to teach people.
That's a great thing, because you are doing so well, and like there might be a lot of people out there who also might be thinking about that. Yes, we know baking, we can also start, but like they're hesitant to take that next step to start. So maybe like after seeing your video, like many of them might take the next step and like venture and just take the first step, create a few cakes, like talk about it in their friend circle, and might start getting orders. And so you never know what happens.
Yes. Actually, the thing is, first at initial level, you have to make cakes not for orders, just for tasting. You have to build a taste, you have to build that quality, you have to build that flavor. Everything is necessary. So I used to do that. I used to bake a lots and lots of cakes for my family. Like I used to tell them, now taste this one. Okay, I've tried this new flavor. Taste this one. Even now I do that. Like I have done some flavors. I've done some experiments, and now I do that. If like it's my brother's birthday, so I'll experiment that flavor on that birthday. Or it's like some other's birthday, like my close one's birthday, like my uncle, aunt, anyone. So then I'll experiment that flavor on them. If it turns out good, then it's good, really good. Then if it doesn't turn out good, I'm just experimenting.
That's great. So like that means that the family is getting a chance to eat cake almost on a daily basis now.
Actually, see, I live in a joint family. I have
Okay.
22 people here. Okay.
Oh,
So I just bake and bake and bake, and like I have 22 birthdays over here. So I
great,
can
great.
take anything I want.
So that means like before starting this venture, it's very important that you spend a lot of time in preparation, like create your own customized flavors, practice it, and do a lot of preparation, right? So all these things are going on along with the orders that you get, right? But before one starts
Yes.
taking orders, like according to you, like how much time should they invest on a daily basis in like preparing the cake and like try new things along with the other thing which they are doing in their professional life? Say some might be studying right now, maybe in their college, or maybe doing some job or their own business. So like how should they manage and create an entire balance in their life so that they're able to pursue their passion as well as their profession?
I'm not that matured enough that to give advice because I'm also just a beginner. I'm a learner. Okay. So what I do is like if right now I'm having exams, okay. So I'll just be focused on my exams. Also, I take orders. But when there are holidays in between one
Right.
or two exams, then I'll take some orders, not just one day before an exam. I won't take any order.
Yeah, definitely. But like on a daily basis, like you might be practicing this baking thing, right? So like
Yes,
it's
yes,
important that if you're passionate, you need to practice it regularly and consistently so that you get that proficiency in baking.
yes.
Yeah.
So I just do that. I bake some really small mini cakes for like tasting and all. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
these mini cakes are just like be very fast or like it works really well. Okay, for just tasting and all. Okay. So I
Okay.
just do that. I bake some mini cakes and then I decorate it or try some new designs or new flavors or anything. Then if it comes out good, then I'll try to add some more flavors in my menu. Okay. Then also if there are some orders, like if there is just one order in a particular day, okay, then I might practice some more things. Okay. But if
Okay.
there are more orders like 2, 3, 4, 5 orders, then I won't do anything because I won't get any time because everyone wants a cake at 5 or 6. Maximum of people wants the cake at 5 or 6. So
Right.
I have to be prepared that I have to make that much amount of cakes at really, really fast.
Yeah.
So I have to do everything. And also like in my profession, being a small business, a home baker, I have to prepare everything. I'm just one person who's doing everything. Okay. I have to prepare everything, then I have to clean everything because in baking there's a lot of mess. Okay. So I have to clean everything. I'm just blessed that my mother helps me a lot. Okay, I just have to bake, and then my mother sees like she's baking from morning to till evening, and then
Right.
she's like, okay, just now you just go. I'll do everything. I'll do every cleaning and all. So she helps me a lot in this, and that's my plus point right now.
Yeah, definitely. Otherwise, it becomes so tiring. Like you're doing everything from scratch till end. So,
I know, right? So it's like I have to bake a cake one day in advance. Like if you want a cake in morning, I have to bake it at night. So it's like one day before I am working till 12. Then then I have to wake up and do all the decorating and stuff. But I have to bake it in advance because it takes time to 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 cool down that cake. Okay. So it
right.
takes time. You have to cool that cake for around 5 to 6 hours straight.
Oh, is it? Like I was not aware
Yeah.
of this thing. Okay.
like if you want a good cake now, because I'm making it from scratch, okay? And I have seen some scientific research and all, and it's like if you bake a cake from scratch, if you keep it in the fridge for like 4 to 6 hours, then it matures and it enhances its flavor. So it
Okay.
gives a good flavor if you're baking from scratch. So just bake it from one day in advance and then do all the decoration and stuff.
Okay, that was a like new learning for me today. So like what like for you like baking might take less time and the decoration part might be taking a lot of time, right? If you're creating a
Not
customized
really. Yes, if I'm creating a customized cake, then it might take 2 to 3 hours for me. If
for
I'm not
like
creating a
decoration, right? 2 to 3 hours
yes, for
for
the decoration.
okay, okay.
Like if there's, I'll show you a picture. I've shown you before also that doctor one.
Yeah. Just show it again if possible.
Okay, so this particular cake, I
Love.
have started at around I guess 11:30, 12. I started it around 12 and I finished
In
this
the
cake at
evening,
3:30.
like in the morning, right? Morning,
Yes,
11
in
or
the
10.
morning.
Yeah. Okay.
At
3 to 4 hours
11:30
of
around, I
decoration.
started this decoration, and now at 3:30 I finished it.
Oh, like so 4 hours time you have invested in decorating this cake.
Yes,
Okay.
because I
Wow.
have to make all this. I have to make some small details. I have to decorate it, and then it takes a time because it takes time to dry. You know, I've made that ball. It
Right.
takes time to
Yeah.
dry. The foundation takes time to dry. Also, it's so hot here. I mean,
Right.
I hate summers right now because of my baking.
But lovely. Like it's looking as if like some professional with so many 10, 15 years of experience might have baked this one. It's looking really
Thank
very pretty.
you.
Yeah. So would you like to show us a couple of more images of your cakes, the stories behind them? It might be very exciting
Sure,
for our
sure.
audience as well.
Okay, so that Harry Potter one is just today's cake.
Okay.
I have not delivered it yet.
That cake has been promoted now.
Yeah. Okay, so this one is a really basic and a simple cake, but it has that rice paper sail on the sides of it.
Yeah, we can see. So like, is that paper edible?
Actually, it is edible, but we should not eat that.
Okay, so sorry, but like your video is not visible. So
Um, okay, now am I?
yeah, it is. Okay.
Okay, so this is edible. This is only just rice papers. Okay, we can make. Uh, uh, you know what that? Oh God, I'm not getting that word. Spring rolls with that sheets.
Okay,
Okay, but this is edible, but it's not cooked, na. It's just soaked in water
Yeah,
and given its shapes. It's not
draws.
cooked, so it's
Okay.
not that eaten.
So like, what's the
Okay.
inspiration behind this cake?
Actually, the inspiration is all the trending cakes around me.
Acha.
Okay, I just see a picture and I see that this cake is trending and I have to make it. Okay, so I'll show you one more cake.
Sure.
This is also really trending right now. Okay, so this origami cake,
Wow.
this cake is also in
Amazing.
a trend right now. A great trend.
Okay. So just tell us more about it. Like, what's that? Origami is that paper art, right?
Yeah, it's kind of a paper art. So I get a mold, like
Okay.
a really big mold. So I've put some chocolate. I've melted white chocolate. I've poured in it, and then I set it. It took around half an hour to just set that chocolate.
And then you have to roll that particular sheet so that it comes in this particular.
Yeah, I have to hold it. Then I have to stick it. I have put a ribbon on it also so that it just
Okay.
stays over there. And then I have put it in the freezer for like half an hour, and then it said, still I got some cracks and I've got some chocolates which broke. Somehow managed to just said that. But you know, it's in baking, in baking community, while decorating, you get so many things just bizarre and disastrous. And in that, it's a job to make it look like
Ag-
nothing has happened.
Yeah. And at times,
You
like
can't just,
people have to bake the same thing like 3 to 4 times until and unless
yeah,
they get that perfect thing. So were you able to bake this in the first time itself, like in your first attempt, this entire origami design that you have got?
yes, I was kind of, but I baked it first in like June. I'll show you my first origami one.
Okay. Like lovely
Um,
inspiration. So like this one, like this design, the customer gave you this design, or like it was your imagination that I want to create it in this particular format?
okay, so the customer told me to just do some really good. Then I told
Okay.
her that it's this origami and it's really trending and it will look really good. And then after that, the customer was like, oh my God, this is really looking good. Thank you for this. And I feel so blessed and feel so happy to hear all this. And you know, like,
Oh wow. Yeah.
this is my first ever origami cake.
Lovely.
This was baked for my small cousin, brother.
Younger brother.
Yeah, for younger brother. So, you know, it's like I feel really happy when customers are like, you can customize it the way you want. We won't show you any pictures. We don't have any pictures of it, but you just customize it on your own and just let us know everything there. And I feel really
That's good.
happy. Like it's really good if I get that freedom to work on my art, to
Bring
work
out your
on my ideas.
creativity on the cake.
Yes.
Yeah. So like it was lovely seeing all these wonderful cakes that you have like baked so far. And we would definitely
Thank you.
like you to share a few reels and like come up with your course very soon, because I guess now most of the people out there might be interested to learn all these things from you. So
I
yeah.
hope so.
Yeah, so all those people who are interested in learning and like get in touch with Yashasvi to get these baking tips and tricks. So please comment below in the video, and then we'll definitely connect you with Yashasvi who can guide you further about this. So before we end this particular session, I just want to ask you one last question. So what is that one
Yeah.
piece of advice or like one tip that you would like to share with the audience who are really passionate about this and like want to like are looking for that one motivation to start?
It's just one thing I've learned till now. Never ever give up. It takes time, but eventually it will be successful. Just never ever give up.
Yeah, I guess this is a very valuable tip, and like not just in baking, but in every profession, no matter what you do, like this attitude of never giving up is something which will take you forward in the long run.
Yes.
Great talking to you, Yashasvi, today. Now it was an
I
amazing
great seeing you
experience.
after a long time.
Yeah. Even me, like I guess now, like it's been more than 3 years, right?
Yes.
Hmm. But great to see such amazing entrepreneurs coming out from the same like school. All of us study together, and everyone is now like have different ideas, different creativity, and the way they are bringing it out and expressing it is like really amazing and like really inspiring for all of us to learn.
Yes.
Yeah, amazing.
Oh,